making it. What I'd like to show you today is I'm going to give some minerals to the cows, and then we're going to walk a little bit of fence line, and I'll actually introduce you to my cows. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video. Okay, I filled that mineral feeder up for them, and all I do is I put a truck tire and a drum inside of it. I do a cutout, and I put the minerals inside, and I sprinkle a little bit on the outside, just so when the calves and the cows walk by, they can smell it or see it, and they'll go right in on it. But just make sure when you put the drum out that it's facing downwind, because I don't have a curtain or anything on it. If I was to flip it the other way, there'd be all kind of water going in on it. So it works for me. This is the other type of mineral feeder that I have. I like this one because it's got the rubber over it. They have to lift it up, and it keeps the weather out of it. Keeps it nice and dry. There again with this feeder, I sprinkle a little bit on the ground for them. You know, just an indication that, you know, when they walk by, they know that I filled it up for them. What I also like to do is put out salt blocks and mineral blocks. They seem to last a little longer. It looks like we got some geese on the pond. The cows are in the background there. We're gonna head towards them. But it's nice to see some geese there. Okay, this is the solar panel setup, and I got a wagon with the solar panels on it. And you want to make sure that you attach the solar panels to the wagon in case you get a windstorm or whatever. So I have a post and I have wire connected to it. Now behind the solar panels I have a box. You want a good box with handles on it so the lid stays tight, doesn't blow off, and water doesn't get in there. So what I got is my fencers in here, and you want to buy a good quality one. This particular fencer has fuses on each side, so if lightning hits it, one of the fuses will go, and all you got to do is replace it. And then what you want to do is you want to get a marine battery. I notice marine batteries work the best because they take a good charge. And connected to the line, you also want a solar charge regulator or controller, because what will happen is the line coming from the solar panels to the battery will overcharge your battery and could burn it up, or it might not last that long. So you want a regulator on it, okay, so that it doesn't overcharge the battery, and it keeps it right around 13 volts. So I could put a meter on it and check it, but I know it's doing a good job. And this setup has worked for me. I've got two of these. I've got one on the north side, one on the south side of the farm. And the main line is right here, and it's connected to the second wire up on the high tensile. And then you got to have your grounds. I got two grounds in the ground. I've got it connected together, and it's going up, and it's going to the ground side of the fencer. But this really works well. You want to make sure the lid's on it real good, and I've had no problems with it, and it's been strong enough to keep my cows in on a temporary fence line with only 2 strands. Okay, we're going to walk now over to the cows and the fence here, and we're going to check the fence with our tester. And what I like to do is I like to have it at least around 5. If it's under 5, you may have an issue. I only got 2 strands up. So the deer, if you get deer going through, this isn't high tensile wire. This is just regular aluminum or steel. And so we'll check it here and see what it reads. The cows are watching me. I'm going right up to them. I've got some of these cows named, so I'll introduce you to them. All right, girls, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're gonna check the bottom wire and the top wire. The bottom wire is reading 6.27, so we're gonna call that good. And it is a cloudy day, so you're not gonna get the maximum out of your solar. And we're gonna test the top, and we got 9.06, so we're good there. And there's my bull. That's Ferguson. Hi, Fergie. That's my main bull right there. And he's bred a lot of the cows so far. And then I got another bull in there. His name is Phil. And Phil got his name because we bought Phil in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. So we named him after the groundhog. He's somewhere in there. I'll point him out to you if I see him. So that's Ferguson. And he's the father of most of the calves that you're going to see out here in the herd right now from last year. Now he's going to have to go this year. We're going to miss him. He did a good job. Hi, girl. How you doing? You like being on video? I got mostly Black Angus here, but there's some Herefords, there's some Lemos. How you doing, girls? You better not get outside of that fence. I've got some soybeans on the other side growing. So that goes to show you, though, how the fencer works, and it works real good. You gotta have the battery on there, though, because at night, when the battery's charged, that's what takes over. So it's gotta work good. Hi, girl. There's China. She's the one with the white face and the black at the top. How you doing, girls? You all full? I got some minerals for you over there. I think these cows like to be on camera here. They're following me around. Look at them. Especially Fergie. He's always up front by me. I got some fly spray that I'm going to be spraying on them. But what I like to do when that happens is when they go through the gates, I'll stand there with the sprayer and I'll hit their backs really good. I can't get underneath them real well. But when we get the corral system hooked up, and I can get them in the chute, we're going to give them a good dose of fly spray. How you doing, girl? Oh, we got some jumpers. They should all be bred by now. There might be a few that aren't. But I like to keep some steers. And we're going to probably keep a few heifers this year because we want to keep some of those nice calves that Ferguson throws. Like I said, he's got to go this year. Phil's going to take over, and I'll probably end up getting another bull from somewhere. That calf right there, that's Marshmallow. Look at the size of her. And that's her mom right there. That's Spunky. Spunky had Marshmallow. You can see the colors. She's Hereford and Angus. she's really nice. This is Haven, and she has a little bit of a history with her. When she was born as a calf, her mother just walked away from her, and we had to bottle feed her. And I really felt bad for her. She was abandoned. I found her in the woods. So she grew up, and she has a calf right there on her side, and she's one of the best mothers we have. Her name's Haven. Well, it's starting to rain. This year was an interesting year. It started out really dry. The pastures were all drying up, and it was actually the hay. We only got, if we were to cut a field, maybe 50% of what we usually get. And then all of a sudden, it starts raining. So now we're getting a lot of rain. It's really helping the pastures, but it's hard to make hay. A lot of people got their hay rained on, but I tried not to have that happen, and it's tough. And sometimes you just make it, you know. So, thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you on the next video.